If you want to change your hair game, you need to try this hair growth oil for thick, full, and long hair. It's very easy to make, the ingredients are easy to source, and it is very effective. There are a good number of ways you can make use of this oil for fast hair growth. And one of the ways I'll be showing you in this video is using this oil as pre-shampoo. I'm going to also show you the other ways to use the oil later in the video. So this is my 4-year-old daughter, Adiva, and I'm going to be using this oil as a pre-shampoo treatment, what we usually call pre-poo. So I'm going to be using the oil as pre-poo, and this is one of the effective ways to use this oil. So when it comes to making use of hair oils like this, the mistake a lot of people make is not knowing how to apply it for effectiveness. So people just go ahead and just use oils anyhow. There are numerous ways you can use oils for effectiveness. So like I said, we'll be using this as pre-poo. And to use it as pre-poo, you are going to start from the root of the hair, apply this oil from the root of the hair and all over to the tip of the hair. So you'll be massaging this oil. And one thing is very important, you should be generous with this oil. So apply generous amount onto the hair from the root of the hair to the scalp, and then you massage with your fingertips. Massage the oil into your scalp with your fingertips. Not like this, no, not like that. If it's an adult, you can actually use a scalp massager during the application of this oil. The focus is to ensure that it is well massaged and absorbed into the scalp so the hair follicles can get the nutrients from this oil. So for easy application, I've already sectioned the hair into multiple parts. I think I have 4 to 6 sections on her head. So I'm working on each of the section at a time. You want to ensure no part of the hair is missing out on this goodness. So apply it all over the hair, massage it. And another very important tip, when applying this oil onto the hair, especially as pre-poo, ensure that the hair is thoroughly detangled. So in Adiva's case, I'm using my fingers to detangle the hair. So I'm finger detangling the hair so that the washing can be seamless. Because if you do not detangle the hair properly, and after washing the hair, you end up having tangles and all of that, which can lead to hair breakage. And you don't want that to happen. That would defeat the purpose of applying this oil in the first place. Now let me take you through how to make the oil. But first, please like this video so the algorithm can share it with others. So the first out of the 3 ingredients we're going to be using for this oil is fenugreek seed. And in case you do not know fenugreek seed, this is what it looks like. So because of the nature of the fenugreek seed, it is very hard. Each of the seed is as hard as stone. But for us to be able to get the nutrients out of it, we have to mill it, like we have to grind it before using it. Fenugreek seeds are packed with lots of nutrients. It contains antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties that promote hair growth and the overall health of the hair. Fenugreek seeds are also rich in iron and protein, and these 2 nutrients are very essential for hair growth and the health of the hair. They promote hair growth and strengthens the hair. It makes the hair shinier, it prevents premature graying and prevents hair falling. It reduces hair breakage and helps the hair withstand mechanical processes like combing and styling. Fenugreek is one of your go-to ingredients if the product you are making is targeted at hair growth. So it's a great choice for this hair growth oil we're making. After grinding it, this is what I have. You should have something like this or even smoother if you can. But with this, we are good to go. So you should have something similar to this. So the next thing is to transfer it into the glass jar we're going to be using to make the oil. And for the measurements, I think I made use of 4 of the disposable spoons you saw earlier. So I really do not have an actual measurement, just as the spirit leads. Okay. The next ingredient we're going to be using is neem powder. Neem. So if you know moringa powder, neem powder looks something like that. It is greenish and it's in powder form. So we're going to be making use of 2 spoons of neem. Then we'll add it into the glass jar. Neem is rich in fatty acids, vitamin E, and antioxidants. It helps treat head lice. So for people that struggle with head lice, they should include neem in their hair care regimen. It's going to go a long way. It also promotes healthy hair growth. It minimizes grays and conditions the scalp. Here is what both of the ingredients look like in the glass jar. So the next thing we're going to be going into is our carrier oil. And you can make use of a carrier oil or combinations of carrier oils. So you can use castor oil, almond oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and the likes. So mix this thoroughly, and then there are two ways to make this oil. You can either do cold infusion or you do hot infusion. Hot infusion is fast. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So I'm going to be taking this glass jar through a double boiler pot to get it infused, to get the herbs infused into the oil. So I'll place it in a pot of warm water like this, and I put the heat on low, and let it simmer for a couple of hours so that the herb is thoroughly infused into the oil, and we can get as much benefit from the oil, as much nutrient and benefit of the herbs into the oil as possible, because we are going to later have to separate the oil and the herbs. So we have to ensure we are getting as much nutrients as possible. And also, please note not to overboil this, please. The water is not supposed to be hardly boiling, so you are meant to reduce the heat under it to be very low. Okay, so at this point I feel like we have gotten it infused enough, and I'm going to take the jar out of the boiling water. Okay, so the next thing to do is to separate the oil and the herbs to extract the oil, which is what we actually need. For better potency, you can leave this to sit overnight before extracting the oil, and you can also go ahead to extract it straight up like this if you want. So for the extraction, I'm going to be making use of this sieve. You can make use of a muslin cloth. You can use a new wig cap. Just make sure the shaft is separated from the oil. That's all that we need to do. So I stirred it and then poured it through the sieve. Allow all the oil to pass through the sieve because the herb tends to trap some of the oil. So give it time for all the herbs to come through the sieve so that you have most of your oil in the container below the sieve. And you should be left with your hair growth goodness. Now transfer the oil into any bottle of your choice. But for me, this is what the oil looks like anyways. It's because it's close to camera, it's a little darker than this in real life. So for me, I'm going to be making use of this oil applicator bottle so that I can use it to apply it on Adiva's hair. Okay, and this is what we have. So for effective application, I've mentioned using it as pre-poo. So the other ways to use this oil is to use it as your edges oil. So you can use it to grow your edges, massage it thoroughly on your edges for about 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 4 times weekly, and you're going to see improvement. So massage it on your edges, and also you can use it as your scalp treatment, massaging it on your scalp for healthier scalp. You can also use it as a normal hair oil. So this way you can apply it while styling your hair. After styling your hair, you can apply it anytime on your hair. Also, you can also use it as an hot oil treatment. Hot oil treatment is also a kind of pre-poo treatment. So but instead of using the oil while it is cool, you toss it in a bowl of hot water for it to warm up a bit before applying it on the hair, and then applying it just like I showed you for how you apply it on the hair as pre-poo. So massage it thoroughly onto the scalp. Make sure it is well absorbed into the hair follicles and all of that. Make sure your hair absorb it from the root to the tip of the hair, and then cover the hair in the plastic bag for about 2 hours. And if you have an heat cap, you can do that for about 30 to 45 minutes for it to for the heat to really get it absorbed into the hair. Okay, so those are the ways to use this oil, and let me know if you find this video helpful. If you find any part of this video helpful, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let's see how it goes. And if you watch this video to this very point, please in the comments go in there and write the words easy and effective. Easy and effective. Once I see this, I will know that you watch this video till the very end, because this oil is easy to make and it's also effective. If you use this, if you try it, please come back to give me the review. I can't wait to hear from you, and let me know if you're going to be trying it or not, or if you have tried it before. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.